maybe night weaning would be very, very easy during that time. And I was right. Something like this, that I want to go to sleep. Mama, told him no. It was heart melting. He told me, nahi, abhi nahi hua, nahi, 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 mama, nahi. But during the night, he again woke up a couple of. Hi there, my name is Hina. I am an engineer. I have a mom to a 2-year-old boy. And I have completely weaned off my 2-year-old, and I have not breastfed for the past couple of weeks. And in this video, I'm going to share how I did night weaning in a matter of days, and I'm hoping that this helps you in your own journey. Towards the end of this video, I'm also going to share 3 unexpected changes that I didn't know before I started weaning off. So let's go. Choosing the right time. Everybody talks about choosing the right time for your baby, for yourself, but nobody really tells what it is. So let me tell you how it was for me. I think the perfect time to start the weaning process is around 1.5 years. That's when they probably have a routine of eating solids and they don't exactly need to be breastfed as frequently. Maybe they just want to be breastfed when they want to go to sleep, and then otherwise they're fine. Then that's when you know that you can start the weaning process. So that is the right time for the baby. But what's the right time for the mom? For me, it was around the holidays when everybody was home. At this point, he was already 2 years old. He was not asking for any feeding sessions unless he wanted to go to sleep. So I knew that was more like a sleep crutch than a requirement. So I chose the Christmas and New Year time to start the night weaning process. But before that, a couple of months ago, I had already stopped offering to feed him when he wanted to go to sleep. I would rather sing a song to him, rock him, and put him to sleep. A few weeks in, I saw that he was comfortably sleeping in my arms without having to breastfeed during the daytime. I decided this is it. I need to start the night weaning process. So night weaning I knew was going to be tougher because for him it became more like a sleep crutch. He would be on and off feeding through the night, mostly for comfort and to go back to sleep. And that's also the time when I sleep. So I thought of a plan that I will do night weaning when everyone is at home, typically around holidays. That is Christmas and New Year, and that's when he will be most distracted. He will be busy playing and he would get tired more easily, and maybe night weaning would be very, very easy during that time. And I was right. Right after Christmas, I decided that today is the day I stopped breastfeeding. Like I had taken a daytime nap, so I was feeling most energetic that evening. So when he wanted to go to sleep, I told him no, Dudu finish ho gaya. Is one other thing that I did a few weeks before I started to completely wean him off. When your kid starts to learn words and he understands a few words like finish and Dudu, you can start telling them that abhi dudu finish hone wala hai, and that probably helps in building some logic or start to have some memory or background for what's going to happen next. I'm not sure if it helped, but it's one thing that you can also try. So I started telling him abhi dudu finish hone wala hai and you have to sleep on my shoulders, on my chest. I'll rock you to sleep. That's what I told him. But when I told him that now you're a big boy and dudu finish ho gaya hai, he kind of understood what it meant and he started crying. He was bawling. इतना ज़्यादा तेज रो रहा था वो. Was heart melting. He told me नहीं अभी नहीं हुआ, अभी नहीं हुआ, नहीं 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 mama नहीं. And it's gut wrenching. But the second key thing here is to not give in, because I know that if I give in now, after he has been crying so badly, he'll know कि इतना रोने से सभी मिल जाता है. I calmly told him, "Dudu finish हो गया. We can't sleep like that." And I waited for him to cry it out, and then eventually he got tired. He came into my arms and I rocked him, and I moved around the house and I rocked him and sang a song, and he went to sleep. But during the night, he again woke up a couple of hours later because he was still expecting to be breastfed. Of course, I got up with him. I just asked for all the strength from the God and I rocked him back to sleep again. First couple of nights were really tough. He would cry a lot. I know I cried a lot. We weren't getting any sleep. But after the first 2 nights, the third night was easier. I think because toddlers are quite smart. They know that this is not going to happen no matter how much I cry. And this is the new deal. When I told him that no, Dudu is finished, he understood that and he came onto my shoulders and I again sang him to sleep. But let me tell you, once I stopped these feeding sessions, just about 3 or 4 days later, there was a huge hormonal crash for me. I didn't feel any discomfort or any pain anywhere. That was because the weaning process was quite gradual, but the hormonal crash was so bad. It's quite difficult to explain. It's mostly like I felt like a huge loss. And in my mind, I know that I haven't lost anything, my baby is happy, healthy, but in my heart it felt like I've just suffered a huge loss. And maybe that's nature's way of telling you that something is wrong when you're stopping breastfeeding, or maybe it's just hormones, I don't know. But be prepared to feel this way, and maybe talk to your partner about it, that you might feel sad or out of place. And there could also be a lot of guilt for not breastfeeding your baby anymore. But in your mind, you know why you did it, and you know that you're doing the right things. So there is no place for guilt. The lovely unexpected changes that happened after the storm passed, which was about 3 to 4 days, that is sleep improved. I knew that breastfeeding him through the night, of course, was a sleep crutch for both him and for me, but there was no other way. He was exclusively breastfed for his entire life. I had never given him a bottle, so this was the only way he knew how to sleep. But after the rough couple of nights, I noticed that he was sleeping a lot better. Although his sleep routine is still kind of off. He goes to sleep around 2 a.m. and wakes up at 9 or 10 a.m. But his overall sleep quality has improved. He's not getting up every couple of hours or 3 hours. And I think a lot of it has to do with the fact that he's no longer feeding through the night. The second most lovely thing is that our cuddling sessions have improved. Before he would cuddle with me a little bit and then he would go be looking to be breastfed. But now that we're not doing that, we can actually cuddle. Like, I can actually hug him through the night, or he sleeps on my chest, on my arm, and he's not looking to be breastfed. And it's just lovely. It's just lovely. I cannot explain it in words. One important thing that I should mention: when I wanted to start the weaning process, I wanted to make sure that he is drinking cow milk. After 1 year of age, you can give cow milk to your little one, but my baby would not drink cow milk. I tried my best to give him the cow milk, chocolate, strawberry, vanilla, banana shake, mango shake, everything, but he did not drink his milk. And that really concerned me, because once I stopped breastfeeding, I was concerned that he would not get his nutrition. So then I asked my pediatrician, and he suggested to give Pediasure vanilla flavor. I don't know, it's Pediasure chocolate flavor. Yeah, Pediasure chocolate flavor. That has been a huge success. He kind of likes drinking Pediasure, and if you haven't tried Pediasure and your baby is not drinking cow milk, you can also try it out. I hope this video helped you in deciding how you want to go about it. And if you have any more questions, you can put it down in the comments. So make sure you subscribe to my channel, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.